Thank you, Demia, for being here this morning. Can you tell everyone what is your full name and how do you help clients?
Well, my name is Demia Avery, and I host a motivational podcast called Motivational Moments with Demia. And my podcast is for everyone, of course, but it is mainly for those that are getting up there in age. And it's helping them to motivate and inspire and encourage them to continue to go after their dreams when they think that life has settled them down, and they can't go after their dreams anymore. So I try to encourage people that, dreams don't die. Dreams don't die, and you can still, live those dreams. So that's what my podcast is about.
Excellent. Now, you and we met on Clubhouse. Um, what do you love most about Clubhouse?
You know what? I am a newcomer to Clubhouse, to be honest, and that's only because I'm Team Android, and I didn't have iPhone or anything like that. So I kept hearing all these different things about Clubhouse, and finally got me an iPad, and I said, well, let me go, let me check this out and see what it's all about. And I was so amazed at um, gosh, the connections that you can get from it. Um, Amazed about the advice that they were giving. They weren't stingy with their advice and their secrets and their tips on how to be successful um, with your podcast, or I guess you can relate a lot of this to any other business. So it was a lot of information that I just loved, and I'm glad that I got that iPad so that I can actually
Me
attend.
too. I'm glad you got it too.
Yeah.
Now, how much time would you say do you spend on Clubhouse?
Well, right now I spend maybe like 3 days a week. However, because of all the information and stuff that I'm receiving, and I really want to um, propel my podcast even further. I call it Clubhouse University now. So I decided that I was going to get a schedule, and then I was just going to look up on Club Pod schedule, and I was going to actually see, what times these seminars are, webinars are, and actually attend it more, and kind of do it, make it like a school, because you really are getting a lot of information from it. And I've been doing this for quite a while, but I've even the little bit of time that I've gone on Clubhouse, I've learned a lot that I didn't think that, I thought that I knew, but I really didn't. So, so, I'm going to make it a lot more.
Excellent. Excellent. Now, you said you've been doing this for a while. How long have you been podcasting and how did you choose your topic of motivation?
Mm, I've been podcasting for about 2 or 3 years now for audio, but I've been doing it all audio. So now I've switched to video. This is a whole different thing for me because, I'm behind the camera, So this is a whole different thing. And as far as motivation and encouragement, I've lived a very I'll say colorful life. Colorful life. So I mean, everybody has their ups and downs, and I was been in the entertainment industry for almost 25 to 30 years. So I had a lot of stories of triumph and struggle. You know what I'm saying? So I even wrote a book about it called The Roadblock Is You, but we'll talk about that another time. But it covers of all the different things that I've um, experienced throughout the years. So my whole focus was to, if I could help someone go through some of the same struggles that I've been through, um, and kind of get through it, with the good, the bad, and the ugly, then that's what I was going to do. So I decided that I was going to go from a very personal side of things and help other people and encourage other people to continue to go after their dreams.
Excellent. Now, have you been able to generate any leads by being on Clubhouse, or how do you plan to?
Mhm. Well, again, I'm new to Clubhouse. However, let me tell you something. The first time that I got on Clubhouse, I think you may have been on that call, and I had you guys, someone called me up. I think it was Steve Olsher had called me up, and I had talked about a little bit about what my podcast was about, and I had asked a question. But from that little bit of time, I had acquired, quite a few followers from that little bit of time. So I know if I actually put myself into it, really get into it, and they were, like I said, Clubhouse University. If I really get into it, I know that I can actually generate some leads with that. So my plan is to just really get in there, really dig in deep, and also take part in some of the services that some of the speakers are offering as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. You I was going to ask you about your book. You kind of brought it up. So what does it actually mean that the roadblock is you?
The roadblock is you is it's really a motivational book. However, it just means that the only thing that's stopping you is yourself.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And so that's what it's about.
What can you give our listeners like 1 or 2 tips to overcome that roadblock, which is you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, I'll say for instance, okay, I'll say this for instance. I just talked about me going from audio to video in my podcast. Mm-hmm. And one of the reasons I would not do that, because I have my own insecurities. We all have our own insecurities about how we look, how we sound. Are we going to talk right? Are we going to say the right things? A lot of the podcasters, I should say not podcasters, but like I would say newscasters and things like that, are little bitty women. And I'm a healthy little woman here, you know what I mean? So I have my insecurities about doing that thing. Mm-hmm. And for years, I would say, now people say, why don't you do live videos and audio videos, because your audio is so good. Mm-hmm. And I would never do it. And I was the one stopping myself. I was the one that saying, I'm not doing that. So, and then I would say, go 1 year and be like, okay, well, I think I'm going to do it. And I would talk myself out of it. But you'll never be able to know what your true power is and what you can actually accomplish if you never actually take the jump and take the leap to actually do it. So now it's so funny that when I do my videos, at first I was terrified, and I'm trying to, remember all the words, remember the things that I say. And now I talk to myself, not in a crazy way, but I try to myself and said, you know what, you're going to have to let this perfection thing go. And just go ahead and just do what you do. If you mess up, just say, hey, you know what? I messed up, and I'm just going to keep going. And, it's actually freeing, to be able to just go ahead and just be you. Don't worry about being somebody else and how they did theirs and things like that. Just go ahead and be you, and you'll be fine. So once I took the roadblock, that is me, away from it, then I'm fine now. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I mean, every time I get on the camera, I'm like, oh my God. But I just say whatever, and I just go for it. So,
excellent. Yeah. The roadblock is there, but you continue to push through it.
I have to push through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scared or not scared. It's scared or not.
I know what you mean. And that's why I love Clubhouse so much, is because you can just be you. You don't have to be like, no one's watching you. It's just your voice, and people can connect with you, and people can tell if you're being sincere or if you're not being sincere.
Yes. Yes,
that's why I really like the platform. Last question. If a person is just jumping on Clubhouse, what's one tip that you can give them to help them be successful on the app?
If they're just jumping on, You mean to different
To different rooms? Yeah.
yeah, you know what? Because that's what I was doing at first. I go into one room and I come out, go into another room. But you'd be surprised at the information that you actually give if you actually just put it in your mind that what you want to accomplish. Um, and that's the things that you're going to be listening for, you know what I mean? And if you actually stay, you might find that you will find whatever it is that you're looking for. You may find that just by staying and listening, because maybe one person, because you have several different speakers and several different people that come up. I learned just as much, it seems, from the speakers as not the speakers, but the people in the audience when they come up. Sometimes I learn valuable information from them. So it may not be one person that you identify with or you actually gain information from, but usually if you stick around, it's usually something or someone that comes up and maybe shares something like an aha moment for you. So that's what I encourage people to do. Just have your goals and what you're looking for, and then sometimes just stick around and just see what you could possibly get out of it.
So true. Well, thank you so much, Demia, for being here and for your time.
You're
And we will
welcome.
see you in Clubhouse.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.